Before we begin today's lesson, I told you so. This is the president the American people deserve. I mean that with my whole chest. This is the president the American people as a whole, as a totality, all of them, even me, deserve. I have watched brain dead discourse over the past few weeks about the BAFTA incident with the Tourette's thing, of a culture war. I've watched people argue about culture, race. I've watched nonsense about some video of a mom getting mad at Robin twerking because of the Teen Titans Go meme. You can't be having boys twerk, all this stuff. I've watched a lot of stuff in the past few days. I was watching a TikToker, and I got a video about this later. I was watching a TikToker bet on traffic. He was doing this.
Hold on. We can make a push here.
Oh my god, dude, we just got saved?
God.
We just need 18!
Go.
Dude, we need 4 more! Range!
Yes.
Oh my god!
Let's fucking
Yes.
go, bro!
And because so many people message me, I'm always overwhelmed with a gross amount of information. My job is basically sitting down right in front of me and staying at my computer the entire day. That's my job. I try to get active and go outside, but for the most part, I have to stay at my computer just in case some big news drops and everybody's looking for my reaction to the big news, or maybe looking for me for updates because they don't want to actually keep up with the news. They don't want to get depressed, so they come to me for a more lighthearted approach to everything. And Donald Trump said that war might be on American soil. He said that.
President Donald Trump suggested Americans should be concerned about a potential Iranian attack on U.S. soil amid ongoing U.S. military strikes against Iran.
The United States military, together with the wonderful Israeli partners, continues to totally demolish the enemy far ahead of schedule and at levels that people have never seen before, actually.
In a Time magazine interview, Trump acknowledged expecting Iranian retaliation, saying some people will die in war while the FBI monitors Iranian sleeper cells. A sympathetic gunman carrying Iranian symbols killed 4 in a mass shooting at an Austin, Texas bar, which the FBI is probing as terrorism.
And then we lost the Homeland Security Secretary. She got tossed out of office over there. Fresh Epstein documents came out of nowhere. New allegations surfaced. And the president is suddenly talking about the possibility of Iran striking American soil. This is a lot. This is a whole thing. And then the political base has moved one step in the nonsense. It's crazy. The news cycle has stopped being a sequence and started being a pile. It's a pile. Event stacking on top of event stacking of tops of event stacking. So tall that nobody can tell what's going on, what deserves attention, what's happening. I'll start with the first thing I'd like to talk about, Kristi Noem. I'd like to talk about Kristi Noem. She got hired. I don't even know why she got hired, because she looked a little good. I'm not really sure. I really don't know. Maybe somebody can explain to me what her accolades are, because I couldn't find any. I tried to find some, but she lost. She got destroyed mid-speech. One moment, she stood there running one of the most powerful departments in the federal government. That's what happened. Most powerful departments. I was so happy with it. And then, out of nowhere, boom, get out of here. Pack your bags, buddy. You're gone. You're out of here. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened. I was confused. Could it be that she's handling things horrifying? Could it be the fact that she's running ice into the ground? Could it be her horrible video with the ice? It could be so much. There's so many things that could possibly be ruinous about the entirety of it. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe it's the criticisms that are happening over and over again, because the criticisms, you guessed it, are working. Then there's the Epstein saga. We got a whole war because of the Epstein saga. This whole thing is crazy. And a lot of people are saying we didn't go to war because of Epstein. And I'll give you that. We didn't go to war because of Epstein. We went to war because of Donald Trump. That's what happened. And Donald Trump went to war because of Epstein. So we can do passing the blame and passing the buck over and over again. That's how I feel. And I might be wrong. We got new files, new allegations. People aren't going to care about the allegations. That's why I make videos about the kind of stuff, because nobody's going to care unless somebody talks about it, because a lot of stuff keeps happening. And the country once again enters that familiar ritual where documents appear, the internet explodes, everyone scrolls through the screenshots and theories and arguments about what the redactions might hide and whose names appear, and then everybody just kind of goes away. That's it. That's what's going on. And the gap between what the public wants to know and what the system is willing to provide grows wider with every document dump that raises more questions than it answers over and over again. Meanwhile, the whole thing's happening. The same political base that once treated every statement from the president as if it was sacred scripture. This is the best thing ever. Oh, Donald Trump is so cool. We're winning so much. This is amazing. And now that he's not as racist as they thought. This is the best thing. They assumed that he was as racist as they were. But he said this.
Many countries opened up their prisons and dropped them into the United States. Those are the people who are getting out. And we have a lot of heart. They said, you got to lighten up on this. We have a lot of heart for people. They came in illegally, but they're good people, and they're working now on farms, and they're working in luncheonettes and hotels and all. And we're looking to get the criminals out right now, the criminals. And I think it's very important. I mean, every once in a while you see a story, we take somebody. He should be out because they came in illegally. So in theory, they should be. But we're focused on the murderers, the drug dealers, the mentally insane. We have a lot of mentally insane killers. I mean, you can't even talk to them. It'd be nice if you could have a little reason, but you can't even reason. These are seriously ill people. You have a couple of countries where they were loaded up. Their mental institutions and insane asylums were loaded to the gills. They couldn't get. They're empty now. But they're filling up because we're bringing them all back. We know where they came from. And every country accepts them. You know, under Biden, they wouldn't say, they had so little respect that they'd bring them there and they wouldn't take them. They said, get the hell out of here. They would be bringing a plane in to land in a country.
There are good illegal aliens? Wait, there's good people amongst people trying to get into this country? That we just want the villains out of here. We want the criminals and the murderers. We want those guys out. I grasp it. I get it, right? Right? I remember those arenas filled with chants about borders and enforcements and control. Now he's saying, we could let a few through. I don't know. We can let a few of these guys seem cool people. They seem fun to me. I appreciate them. That's sad. That's sad your president's not as racist as you once thought, huh? All of this together, all of this disgusting nonsense, this pig wild hog-tied rodeo cow show that is actively making my brain go in flips and make it hit acrobatic maneuvers inside of my belly and making my stomach churn with anxiety. All these things coalesce together just for fun. Because this is what we've been saying for months. All of it is going to explode. For months, we've been saying, yeah, you can't really do that. The president can't do that. That's messed up. The tariffs are bad. This is bad. He seems like he's lying to you. He's not lying. Donald Trump will never lie. He's completely transparent. And now you guys are seeing, and you guys, this happens every, month, where you see he lies. And then the reactionaries get online and say, well, actually, Donald Trump is actually, but now I've never seen this. This is so interesting to me. The reactionaries, the people with the Twitter accounts and pharma stuff, they're getting scared. They're getting scared and they're not letting it happen. All these things together. Scandals, firings, investigations, geopolitical tensions, political infighting. They start stacking on top of each other. And the news cycle, I don't know if you've watched the news. I can't make heads or tails of what's going on. I don't know. Because everybody's trying to farm reactions so much that they don't even believe what they're saying, so it doesn't sound authentic. And it sounds fake. It sounds like Stephen A. Smith on ESPN. It just sounds fake. Doesn't sound real. And from the bottom of my heart, of anyone who spent the last year pointing at the horizon and saying this storm was coming, I want to say from the bottom of my heart, you were right. And I told everyone else so as well. I was right there with ya. You got the policies you demanded. This is the monster you made. This is what you wanted for so long. I was there watching you call me stupid and an idiot. This is the America that the country truly deserves. This is really the America the country truly deserves. Because you've been manipulated. You've been led astray. You refuse to listen to reason. You only want to react to everything. You don't want to solve everything. You're so obsessed with debating everybody about everything. But you get no progress with debates, do you? You get no progress. You know what happens? The most common message I get every day. You should debate this person. I want to point something out. I'm not a debater. I'm an informer. I'm a lecturer. I am somebody that will speak to you and explain the reality of a situation. I'm not here to argue my humanity against somebody who thinks I'm not a human. I'm not doing that. I'm not here to argue the humanity of someone who thinks other people aren't humans. I'm not here to argue of the minutia of both the misinformation and propaganda we are being spread over and over again. That is not my job. That is not what I care to do. You know what I care to do? I care to talk about what the reality I see before my eyes is. You got the president you wanted. You got the confrontations you cheered. You got somebody that would rather argue with somebody and say they're wrong and not admit their own faults. And when their faults come Looking them right in the face, he doesn't know what to do with it. You got the person who you thought was a good dealer. You got a celebrity in office. I'm proud of you. The country sits in the middle of the consequences, watching the spectacle unfold while the rest of the world studies the chaos. And we have to watch us be on the dish. We have to be in the petri tray. We're getting picked apart. The audience is waiting to see whether the next episode brings accountability, escalation, or just another absurd story twist. Who knows? Who knows? This is satire. This is pure satire, but it's reality. This is reality. The clowns keep juggling. The torches keep burning. Oh, this is so fun. And we just keep enjoying it because at least it's warm. You just enjoy the warmth. That's all we're witnessing right now. And it's depressing. It truly is. It really is depressing to witness all this unfold over and over again. And it has now infected my real life. Usually this kind of stuff stays online, right? Usually if you go in public, you might not see people talking about it. But I was at a diner recently, and I had witnessed a big guy, big burly guy. You could tell he was a Republican by the cut of his jib. And he said, I don't think Donald Trump is doing that good for the American people. I just don't think he is. And I said, I eavesdropped the conversation. I said, you don't think Trump's doing a good job? He said, no, you know what's going on in the news right now? It's bad. Why are we at war right now? He had no clue why we were at war. He had no idea. He had no clue. And no matter how many rallies you have, no much nonsense, no matter what you say, no matter what you do, you can't convince a man that doesn't know something he doesn't know. He has no clue. He doesn't care that Iran is having a dictatorship. He cares about egg prices. He cares about his family, his homestead. That's what he cares about. Now he's hearing that many people are losing their lives over there on Iranian soil. He's just hurt. And I'm hurt too. I'm hurt because you guys are so stupid. And I don't even blame you for being stupid. I don't blame you for being dumb. I'm dumb. I'm here because I'm dumb. I'm learning because I'm dumb. But you're refusing to learn. Refusing to learn the basic lesson. Now, this is the president you deserve. I'm happy to see it. I'm really happy to see it. And if I have to lose everything in my life in tow, if I have to lose everything just to prove a point, I'll lose it. Doesn't really matter to me at this point. We're in for a treat. Whatever the treat is, I will eat it because it is the meal that was served to me. And I refuse to starve. So I will enjoy the slop that my belly gets every single moment of this nonsense. Anyways, I hope at least you're having fun. Bye.
Good night, be my Laurel Angelo. Ooh, happy to try what you need. Your world, I love to live in it. Ooh, I love the ride.